YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Greatly appreciate you clicking on the video today, and it is the start of season 7. We are here in 2031, and unfortunately Chief is still winless in bowl games. 0 bowl wins. We got to be pushing a record for amount of wins without a bowl win or something, because it's kind of getting kind of crazy, to be quite honest with you. Few things that we're going to do. We're going to look at the recruiting board. We're going to look at the team and the depth chart and different things, and then we'll hop into the game. So a little bit of talking here before we take on the 0-1 24th ranked Virginia Tech Hokies. First things first, hopping into the recruiting board. We are working. We're working. We have 2 tackles, the 3 and 4 ranked players in the nation. And then we are working on getting up the board on this cornerback. The only issue is we're gaining just as much as Tennessee, right? So we're probably going to have to pull out of this one here pretty soon. As far as this free safety, though, the 8th ranked player in the nation, Oklahoma and Oklahoma State are not really going after him. So we're jumping a bunch. Yasmin, we are also kind of in the same boat as the corner, but we are gaining just a little bit more than those two. So we'll see where we're at there. Ohio State, we're going to be in a recruiting battle with them for Haggins the entire time. But then you'll come down and you'll see that we are trying to battle our way through here with the points that we have. 800 is a pretty decent amount of points, right? But if you think about it, if you put 50 on all of them, right, that's only 16 players, and we have 20 with ours right now. So the one thing, if you look at the needs, right, we have 2 guards that we don't technically need. We have 3 centers we don't technically need. We have 2 tackles we don't technically need. And then we have all these other needs elsewhere, right? 4 D tackles that we don't technically need. But I will show you what I mean by technically need. And quite frankly, like, these are just the players that want to come here. And we're going to try to go get them first, right? So that's kind of where we're at here at this point in time for recruiting. Here is the look at the depth chart. Some things have been moved around. First one being Nicholson getting the start over Chrisman yet again. Again, having a 92 overall as your backup, I mean, yes, please. I'll be interested to see if he gets drafted, and if the draft is really about overalls, or if it's about, like, you know, a hybrid of play and overall. Bayard's still going to be the lead back. We do have a freshman behind him that is super, super good. Woodside is going to be receiver number 1. We brought Kongbo up. Big reason is because he just played so well last year. But Cantazaro and Kenoy, these 2 probably deserve to be on the field, to be quite honest with you, over Kongbo. But we're going to give Combo a little bit of a look here. The main reason, too, is his physical abilities. So we will see there. Drugsma got moved all the way up. I just like his 86 speed. And kind of playing some favoritism, to be quite honest with you. Uwuma, remember, is a tackle that got moved to tight end. So he's, I mean, he can't really catch very well, and he can't run at all. His speed is 62, so a big blocking guy. The offensive line, we shuffled a lot. Perkins stayed at left tackle at a 96. Tuttle stayed at left guard at a 94. But we moved Regis, the right guard, from starting at right guard to starting center. And then we moved Lucian, who is a right tackle, to start in at right guard. And then we have DeMoritz starting here at right tackle. So a little bit of jumbling around, but that's what that looks like. We have St. John at a 95 at left edge. Our right edge is a problem, to be quite honest with you. Just a problem. I don't know how else to put it. So Qualls is going to be there to start. Might be seeing some Suggs as well. Moultrie possibly. D tackle. Again, this had been a strength of ours. Manu plays so much higher than an 81 overall. We do have Tim Otis behind him as well. But that's going to be an interesting thing to see how our D-line holds up because our linebackers are insane. Line Cole, a 93 overall. And then we have Punga, who is a 91 overall. Both at Sam linebacker. We have Gaston, and then we have Berrien. And Berrien might take a backseat, to be honest. He did play well last year, but we might move Line Cole to middle linebacker. That way, we can have Punga play. I think that's the move that we're going to do. I didn't do it before because I was still kind of thinking about it. So that is what we'll end up doing. We'll put Line Cole here with Gaston, and we'll have 2 90 middle linebackers. Then we have Donahue at Sam linebacker as well. So our linebacker crew looks super solid. Our corners look better too. Camella 95 overall, Delgado 91 overall, 90 for Bia, Lamar at 87. Baldridge is down here to 91. I'll explain that here in a second. Awanwu is an 87 freshman. Leo is an 84 senior. He has 90 speed, though. I was going to put Leo here, but he doesn't stand anywhere near Baldridge as a strong safety. So we're playing Baldridge here is where we have that. Slot receivers. We have Kenoy. Again, he just deserves to be on the field. Cantazaro also deserves to be on the field. And then one side's here. So a lot of things that are getting moved around a little bit. Line Cole is going to be a sub linebacker with Gaston. So there we go. We should be ready to go. We're actually going to move Donahue up here too, even though he's a little bit slower. And I think he's a rush end, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's a rush left end. So that is the squad. As you can see, we're at a 99 overall now. I touched on that last video as well, that I just don't think that that's the case. But we do have a really talented team. Now, talking is done. Time to show how good we are as we travel into Lane Stadium at Virginia Tech. Just like that, less than a minute into the game, we are in the red zone with our offense already. Bayard's going to take the carry. He's going to get down to the 2-yard line. That is his first carry of the day. Go read option here from the 2, see what we get. Bayard is going to just weasel his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ball State. What a start on the road. And all of a sudden we're up 14-0. So, I mean, is Virginia Tech's crowd not doing what I thought it would do when we scheduled this game? They made it a little tough on that third down, but we were able to convert it as we hit Congo coming across the field. And that's just one of those things, right, where I think that he needs to be on the field. And look at all these superstars on the field. The only one without a superstar is the center. That is hilarious. Nicholson's going to keep. Oh, I thought we could sneak through there just a little bit. Not able to, but we are in position once again to punch this thing in. Don't feel comfortable with any of the throws, so we're just going to use Nicholson's legs. Touchdown, Ball State, 21-0. Just an absolutely blitzer of a start here for the Ball State Cardinals to the Hokies. And it's kind of a shock because they weren't like terrible. They're in the 80s, right? So if we're doing this to an 82 overall, what are we going to do to our conference opponents at 73 overall, right? So that's kind of where I'm at with how this series is going. And I just don't know how to kind of fix that. I don't know. It's just kind of the way that it is. We're in the lower tier of the conferences. We were just able to build our team way faster than anybody in that area. So just the way that it is, I guess. As we get a 3rd and 8 here in the second quarter, they were able to get on the board. That throw is a little high, but what a catch by Kongbo. That thing was rifled in there, too. That felt electric out of the hand of Nicholson. Byard is going to find the end zone. This is a rout already in the first half. Absolutely. I mean, we're simming like a 99 overall, but whew, this is insane work by the squad. 35-9. The defense is allowing points, but it's only field goals. Byard finds the end zone once again. I think that's his 2nd receiving touchdown and 2nd. He has 2 rushing touchdowns as well. 52-9. This is an absolute beatdown. Georgia Tech is going to go to... Yeah, we're just going to take the points. We're not going to be disrespectful. Georgia Tech is going to go to 0-2 here. And this one is definitely not a good look at all. And we're probably just going to get... Well, they're starting to make a little push here. Offense is not able to sustain a drive here at all now. But, I mean, that's a statement win. They get some pretty garbage EA touchdowns to make it 45-23. Still a 22-point win on the road against a ranked opponent in a tough environment to play. It's just very impressive, to say the least. 27-41. He did throw a pick today. 65% completion percentage, 378, and 3 touchdowns. Byard, 25 of 94, 2 touchdowns. Nicholson also had a rushing touchdown. Kongbo had 8 catches for 132. Woodside 7 for 104. Neither got into the end zone. 6 for 85. Kenoy got in the end zone. Contazaro had 3 catches for 22. Byard had 3 catches for 35 and 2 touchdowns. Defensively, Baldridge moved him from corner to safety. He gets 8 tackles. Comella had 7, as well as Gaston, Leinenkol, and Qualls. 6 for Frederick. 3 tackles for loss for Punga. Manu and Riggs had 2. Malik and Frederick had 1 apiece. 2 sacks for Punga. 1.5 for Manu. 1 for Riggs, and Frederick helped Manu with the sack. 1 interception by Comella for the defense. So just a great, I will say great, showing 28 first quarter points. The offense struggled to kind of put the game away in the fourth quarter, a lot of 3 and outs, but I mean, we might have subbed, who knows. This is not a good sign for anybody in the pack. North Texas loses their first game in the pack. They are 0-1. They have to travel to us at Ball State. So North Texas has came up with us the last 2 years in promotions. It's looking as if that streak's going to come to an end, as we are looking to make them 0-2 in the conference. EA gods trying to even out the playing field a little bit by giving us a rain game. As we know, Nicholson kind of struggles in the rain, but that one he puts right on the money. So they can try to even it out with the rain, but it's not looking like that's going to be the case, as we are now in the red zone here on our first drive of the game. So we're not scoring. We didn't score as quickly as we did against Virginia Tech last week, but we are kind of cruising down the field as Nicholson takes the read option into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. What a start to the year. What a start to our campaign to finally winning our first bowl game of the career of Chief Tummy Tuck, as we do not pick up that first down. We went for it on fourth without me on the field, apparently, and we are now in the red zone. So the sim is going well, to say the least. Maybe we are a 99 overall. I don't know. Woodside leaps over a pile and finds his way into the end zone on the jet touch pass. And offense is rolling again here early. Louisville, they played FCS. I was going to say Louisville's putting up a bunch of points too, but they played an FCS team, so. Okay. Well, that makes sense why we got sacked, because we had an offensive lineman hurt on the play. All right, field goal kick. First one for the field goal the field goal award winning kicker from last year. Even though I don't think he deserved it, he only made like 82% of his kicks. So hopefully those were like 3 misses in one game, and then missed another one. It was like all in one episode. We missed 4 kicks with the kid. Yeah, just not ideal. This is why I continue to get depth on our O-line. These are 2 O-linemen that are now hurt. They constantly get hurt as we hit Byard for a touchdown, but it's just infuriating that they are just constantly dealing with injury issues. It's kind of wild, to be 100% honest with you. Byard not able to get the spin move to work, so he is tackled after a gain of 2. Droogsma, touchdown. Cardinals are rolling again, 31-7. Back in the red zone, still in the second quarter. I mean, the team feels good. It feels good, and it sims good as well. There's times where simming kind of feels sluggish, but early in this season, it has been really good as Woodside sets up the corner with a spin move back to the end zone. His second time finding the end zone today, and 38-7 here, still in the first half. Just an absolute massacre here in Indiana. Look, and holy, Nicholson has 295 and 5 touchdowns here in the first half. Absolute clinic being put on by the sophomore quarterback. That's a really good play by the corner on Droogsma. Thought we were going to be able to sneak it by him really quick. That was not the case. So we are now in a 3rd and 1 situation. We're just going to step up with Nicholson. He's going to find a way to get the first down. We're going to chew the clock here late. We shouldn't need the full time to score, but just stay in the pocket, throw it away. Great discipline there by Nicholson. He wanted to get flushed out, didn't have anything doing that either, so we're able to step up in the pocket, just get rid of it. Flipovich, another star receiver we have just on the bench, finds his way into the end zone as we go 5 wide to end at the half. And we're going to really just be limited to when we get into the red zone. Just because 45-14, I mean, is just an absolute massacre. Woodside almost gets his 3rd touchdown just from jet passes today, but he is stopped at the 1-yard line. We're going to give Byard the satisfaction of trying to get into the end zone. He does have 104 yards on 23 carries, and it's early in the 3rd quarter here, so he's going to find his way to the end zone. It might be time to do a little bit of subbing as this game is getting really out of control here. Midway through this 3rd quarter, 52-14. And it's going to be 59-14. So we're just going to jump ahead. We're going to let the computer choose if it's going to be subbing time or not. I would prefer it so nobody gets hurt long term, but maybe I should have done that before we jumped in, but we just put up 73 points. 31 second quarter points is crazy work, but 14 in the other 3 are no slouches either. So the team is off to a blazing start here as we dismantle our, I could call them recent rivals, right, in North Texas. 75% completion percentage today in the rain for Nicholson is crazy. 450 yards on the dot and 6 touchdowns. Running the ball, Byard had 39 carries for 169 and 2 touchdowns. Nicholson 10 for 17 and a touchdown. Paris also had a touchdown today on his 1 carry. Receiving-wise, Conbo again led the team with 9 receptions for 121. Woodside had 8 catches for 106 and 3 touchdowns. Strugsma 6 for 66 and 1 touchdown. Kenoy 4 for 83. Byard 2 for 26 gets in the end zone. Filipovich also had 2 catches and got in the end zone as well. So we are spreading the ball around, and it's looking kind of unstoppable. Defensively, we're playing well enough. You haven't ran into a team where we need to play super well yet, as the offense is putting up crazy numbers. And Wanwu led the team with 8 tackles. Leinenkol, Baldridge, and Frederick with 6. 2 tackles for loss for Donahue, and that's it. He had 2 sacks as well. We did have 3 interceptions. Delgado had an interception, Baldridge had an interception, and Frederick also had an interception. So 3 big turnovers. Did we force a fumble? We forced 2 fumbles, and we recovered 2. So we had 5 total turnovers today. Yeah, that's going to help the cause for sure. On the road here to UTSA for our second Pac-12 game here. We are up to number 10 in the nation, and yeah, we've been on a roll so far, so let's see if we can keep that going. Offense out here on the field as we take on a 3rd down. Nicholson has a bunch of room to run. Is he going to get to the end zone? He is not. He's going to be stopped at the 3-yard line. But that doesn't change the fact that we are on our way to punching this one in eventually, maybe. They swarmed that one pretty good, to be fair. Yeah, UTSA is a 66 overall. How they are continuing to progress to the Pac-12 as a 66 overall, to me, is wild. But here we are. this is where we're at as we get in the end zone after the offsides penalty. And whoa, okay, defense needs a little help here with UTSA. I respect it. I respect it. First and goal here, or first and 10, I guess. And we get home. Bring a little bit of pressure, and we find a way to get home. So, Lyon and Cole with the sack. This defense looks just as daunting as our offense with our offensive line and stuff. It's kind of insane. They're just going to dump it off to the flats, and it is going to be third and goal. This defense looks intimidating. Get home. He's just going to have to throw it away. He was going to get sacked yet again. They're going to have to settle for a field goal. The lefty kicker on the left hash. This is going to be tough to get it pulled back, but they are at home, so it's going to be good. It is 7-3 here early in the game. Remember, UTSA played us pretty tough last year as well. One of our tougher games, for sure. I think we had to have like a last-minute touchdown for us to come away with the win. So, we are no strangers to close games here against UTSA, and it was here in the Dome, I believe. So, Kongbo finds a way into the end zone. It's 14-3. We're going to see if Woodside can beat his guy. Deep here, off the line. He cannot. That's not going to be picked, is it? I was about to say. Big field goal kick. We're going to send out G for a 51-yard field goal. Kicks up. Kick should be good, and it splits the uprights. 17-3 here in the early outset of the game. We do get into the second quarter. We're at a 3rd and 10, really trying to work Whiteside into coming back to the ball. We do escape enough for him to get away, and what a play by Nicholson. Not just taking off, but having the patience. Having the patience to be able to scramble out there, keep his eyes downfield, and find the target. Yeah, that play did not work very well, huh? Got to get it out quick. And Droogsma almost puts 92 on an absolute highlight reel, but was taken down. We did have Kenoy, I think, but just to be safe, we just got the ball out quick. The freshman running back. And why is Regis in? He's not even a starter right now. Holy. The freshman running back gets into the end zone. I think it's Paris, right? Yeah. Paris gets into the end zone. And the route is starting to feel a little bit inevitable here, as it is 31-3 in the first half. This is crazy right now. To be fair, they're a 66 overall team, so the fact that we're not struggling with them isn't really a surprise to really anybody. Oh, that's a pick. Thankfully, it was a bad throw ball because that was going to be an interception. That corner played that so well. So well. 3rd and 2, and we're just going to take the top off, I guess. Get it out in front of him. Oh, what a ball. Oh, Nicholson, what a ball. Kenoy gets the touchdown catch, and we're in a position again where we are just going to jump ahead and sim the rest of the game. Just unbelievable start to the season, to be quite honest, for the boys. 48-3. The defense only gives up 3 points, and that was on like the first drive of the game. So they stiffen up 48-3, the final on the road here to go 2-0 in the pack. We thought that maybe we weren't going to have any troubles here with the pack, and it's showing. Now, here's the issue. Nicholson, down with an injury, had 64% completion percentage for 216 and 2 touchdowns. Crispin comes in, throws 7 of 10 for 127 and a touchdown as well. Rushing, Paris had 28 carries for 88 yards and 2 touchdowns because I'm assuming Byard got hurt as well. 10 for 46 and a touchdown for him. Yeah, this isn't looking good if we're going to continue to be hurt. Woodside had 7 catches for 93 yards. Kongbo, 6 for 75 and a touchdown. Kenoy, 6 for 118 and 2 touchdowns for him. Drugsma with 2, Paris with 2. Mutai even got in and got a touchdown or a catch as well. Defensively, just another really good performance. Delgado led the team with 7 tackles. Camelo with 6. A whole host of players with 4 tackles. Gaston and Manu had 2 tackles for losses. 1.5 sack for Manu, 1 for Gaston, half for Frederick, Puga, and Donahue. 2 interceptions again today. Baldridge finds another one, and Gaston gets one as well. And no fumbles this week. 48-3, another impressive showing by the Cardinals. Unprecedented, but we're gonna do it. 4th game. We've had to skip so much time, so to get this to be kind of a full-length video, we are going to travel to Camp Randall to take on the Wisconsin Badgers. They are 2-0 to start the year, so maybe we get a test. Another rain game here for us to start the year. The Badgers are moving here early, 9 minutes in the first quarter. They're going to get down to the 2-yard line, pick up the first down there, and they're marching. Now, just a little reminder, right? UTSA marched down the field and got some points last game. I'm pretty sure the first drive of pretty much every game this year, we've given up points, and then we just are unstoppable from there. So we are working on trying to get that figured out, right? It's a little adjustment period. Also, the scripted plays are meant to attack weaknesses, right? So we'll see if we can keep them just to 3 here instead of going to for 7. So they're just going to throw up a ball. It's going to be up in the air. It's going to be caught by 2 different Badgers essentially, but fall incomplete. So Kentua, the quarterback from Wisconsin, has a cannon and likes to throw it deep. So corners and safeties have to be aware of that today, but they settle for 3 here in their first possession. We turn it over, and we are back to defending our red zone. The one thing that I forgot to do is see if Nicholson is playing today, or if it is, or if it's Crispin. And maybe that's kind of stumbling the offense a little bit, as we have 0 first downs. We saw that there was a turnover, so we will have to check in on that here as we continue to get going here in this game. I don't know why that angle was so poor when I was trying to strafe it, but he runs out of bounds, thankfully. And it's going to bring up 3rd and goal, and we make up for it with Line and Cole getting in the backfield. They said, you know what, we're not settling for a field goal again down here. We are going to try to go for this. See if that works out for them here. Going to send out the running back, and it's going to be incomplete. What a great job by the defense. Delgado with the knockaway, pass deflection, and we're going to get Byard the ball. He's in the game, so is Nicholson. So we are full strength outside of maybe offensive linemen. today, as Nicholson's going to keep it. He's going to juke out one of the defenders. We're going to get a block downfield. And Nicholson, does he have the speed? Does he have the speed? He does. He is going to take it 90 yards for the touchdown on the read option. What a run by the sophomore quarterback. Unbelievable. Just get on the field and make things happen. And it is going to be 7-3. Remember, we keep talking about like creating moments for ourselves when the offense is struggling. We were backed up there because of the third down stop, or the fourth down stop in the red zone. So just get a couple first downs and we hop back in. That time we don't even need a first down. We just get a complete breakdown by their defense and get a touchdown there. So Nicholson's going to keep it again. He is going to, oh, that was 3rd and 10. What am I doing? That was a horrible play call then. 3rd and 7. I need to make sure I'm better at that. I see the read option and know we just absolutely destroyed him on one. So do we have the corner? I don't like it. We do have Kongbo. That's not even Kongbo. Who is that out there? Is that Contazaro? 5 for 12 for Nicholson, though. Contazaro is out there. Oh, is Woodside hurt again? Woodside is not out on the field, which makes me feel like he is hurt yet again, which he struggles a lot with injury stuff as well. Oh, that's picked. What am I doing? Getting way too confident with Nicholson. That's probably his 2nd pick of the day. Just not a good look. As the Badgers go down and take a lead, we find a way to take the lead back, and then they say, well, hold on a second, and take it right back. So we're in the 3rd quarter down now. Again, Nicholson's missing one of his favorite targets, but he has plenty. He has plenty to throw to as we get Kenoy into the end zone yet again. Our defense is really struggling with this Wisconsin offense. Now, Wisconsin is an 83 overall, I think, 82 overall. So this is kind of the game we're expecting to get from Virginia Tech as well, as they come down and take the score right back. So does Wisconsin have better athletes? Do they have better players? I don't know. I know that they are a little bit higher up in the conference ladder than Virginia Tech, if I remember correctly. But just one of those things where it just feels a little weird how different these games are playing out, I guess, with them being so similar of teams. I accidentally hit the A button. I didn't want him to keep that. With the game this close, we just can't have those mistakes, can't have those misreads. But Byard says, don't worry about it, I got you. As we go down and take the lead yet again. Defense, we didn't play a whole lot of defense at all at the beginning of this episode. But we are playing a lot of defense in this game. And we're going to give up the first down as this 3rd quarter comes to an end. 3rd and 9, beginning of the 4th quarter here, up 28-24. Obviously, we knew that we couldn't just continue destroying teams, so it is nice. It is nice to see that we are getting a little run for our money here on the road in a pretty tough place to play, to be quite honest with you, in Camp Randall. So it's nice to see that. Now, with that being said, right, a 10-point win would be nice, opposed to, having to get a stop late in the game. Oh, as they just... All right, well, okay, thankfully his elbow got down. Whew, that was a close one. As I was saying, though, opposed to losing on the road, obviously, which would not be very ideal. Kenoy not able to shake the safety, which is kind of annoying. But we are in a 3rd and 8 situation, down 3 here, so 3 isn't the worst case scenario, but we would obviously would rather have the touchdown, right? So Nicholson has thrown 2 picks. He has 3 touchdowns as well to his name. So that one interception was on me, and it was really, really bad. Just trying to fit something in there that didn't need to happen, and that's kind of where we're at. 10 minutes, 3rd and 16 here. 10 minutes in the 4th quarter. See what Wisconsin has to offer here, and they're going to pick it up. Why are we sitting that far off? And then another injury. They go down and score another touchdown too. Holy. Our defense is getting absolutely decimated by this Wisconsin offense right today, after being so good. And there's another reason why we might be struggling. Byard, only 54 yards rushing today. And when he struggles, we typically struggle pretty badly. That's when we have to force a lot, and that's when we start to throw a lot of interceptions. So it's starting to all come together here. Can we kick this field goal? 100%. Should we kick this field goal? Probably. But that's just not our style. What is our style is everybody getting hurt, apparently, though. So that's great. Perkins is back out there, even though he just got hurt like 3 seconds ago. We just have nowhere to go with it. We got to throw it away. We got to settle for the field goal now. It's going to be tied 38-38, and unless we completely shank this, which I wouldn't put it past me. Right down the middle, 38-38. Can the defense get a stop? They're going for it on 4th down. Is it a fake? No, they're going to punt it. All right. What can the offense do here? What can the offense do? We got the 1st down, so there's step number 1 to the equation. We got pressure. We picked it up pretty well, to be honest. Kongbo comes across the middle and makes the reception. We got to go one more play here before the 2-minute timeout. And we're going to air it out. There's Nicholson's inaccuracy in the rain. We talked about it when we played. Who was it? At home. We need that receiver to win. Kenoy wins and breaks a tackle. What a catch by Kenoy. He has been so good for us. That's going to bring us to the 2-minute timeout. We are in a grinder here. Absolute grinder with the University of Wisconsin. So, like I mentioned, it's nice to see that we are struggling a little bit, but I don't want that to turn into a loss, right? That's where we need to draw the line. It's great that we're getting challenged by a team that should challenge us, and why we scheduled them, right? A tough place to play. A team that, is from the Big Ten originally. They are in the Big 12 now. Fit it into Droogsma. He's going to get down to the 10. It's going to be a 1st and goal. They call their first timeout, so they're trying to get timeouts off the board here, keep some time on the clock for themselves, and we're going to continue to try to make that pretty impossible. Obviously wanting to score the touchdown, and they have to use their final timeout because it was their injury. If that was an injury on us, I would... Got to roll out. And we're going to throw an incomplete pass. I do not like this play call. We're going to call timeout. Just run the ball in. We don't even get in. Why is that route short of the end zone? All right, well, this just got a little more interesting. We get a safety. We're going to get the ball back. And that is going to be the game. 40-38. What a win on the road. Again, Camp Randall's a tough place to play. That's the reason why we came here to play this game. And they're 2-0. They're playing well. So, obviously, we need to clean some things up. These 2 interceptions, 329 through the air though. Just those 2 picks look terrible. 26 carries for 67 yards and 2 touchdowns for Byard. 12 for 173 and 2 touchdowns for Nicholson. Obviously, that 90-yard rush helped a bunch. Kenoy 8 for 84 and a touchdown. Kongbo 7 for 93. 5 for 50 for Contazara. Drugsma 4 for 49. Woodside, as you see, we got hurt after a 1-catch, 26-yard play. So hopefully he is ready to go moving forward. 12 tackles for Lynon Cole, 10 for Delgado, 8 for Baldridge and Donahue, 7 for Camella and Gaston. 4 tackles for loss for Lynon Cole, 3 for Donahue, 2 for Tim Otis. Sacks, we had 3, 1 by each of these following: Manu, Otis, and Donahue. 1 interception by Delgado as well. So defense kind of got exposed this week, so we'll see if we can rebound after this game defensively. Offensively, another 40-point game. Finding a way to win on the road is huge. And that is going to be the episode. Got through a lot this episode, so I appreciate you tuning in. I hope you're enjoying the series. If you have any type of comment about how to make this better, a little bit of adjustments, those different types of things, please put those in the comments. If you haven't already, hit that like button and hit the subscribe button as well. It helps a bunch for the channel. Greatly appreciate you. As always, I hope you have a good day. I hope you had a great day. Spread the word. Peace.